Fleming here. So Andreas just asked me to do a quick overview of our email system that we do. What we've found over the years is integrating email was a real problem for a long time. We've come into a solution that we really like and that we pretty much universally install for clients now. It does mean that you transfer your inbox into Podio, so you're not using Outlook anymore, which is, if you're installing it for clients, you'll find that that's the biggest pain in the ass because everybody's wedded to their Outlook for reasons passing understanding. And you're not using your Gmail or anything like that. The way this works is we usually create a workspace for each employee, very easy to do, and we have an email inbox app in here. You can see I've got 33,759 emails in this. This is my current unread emails. I like to keep my unread emails to 0 every day. And a couple of key things here. You can see here that there's a privacy status. So, well, first of all, how we get the emails in here, we install. Right now, we're still using the subject tag because we just haven't gotten around to fully testing it so it works properly, the hidden tags, but we're going to move to that once we fully test it. But at the Gmail or the server level, we just install, just as Andreas instructs you to, filters for if there is a tag and if there isn't. If there isn't, it forces a new item into this app. If there is, it obviously searches and adds it as a comment to that item. So my inbox, every single one of my emails that comes into my jordan@wearegamechangers.com email address comes into the server, sees there's no tag, and comes in here as a brand new email. It obviously immediately searches out and finds the right contact, Tom here from Citrix, and it immediately puts when an email comes in, it puts it to private, and a new email, an unread email address is there. It links to the company, the person, and to the company automatically just through Globimail. And then we can do other bits to link it to other parts of the system, which is the critical bit about this whole thing. And we've chosen to do this like this so that you basically do have an inbox, as opposed to, for instance, applying Globimail to a contact app where all the emails come as comments. That's a really bad system we've found because you end up having to scroll up and down to find all the old emails and you can't search it. Here, I can be like, show me all the emails where Tom, I'll do Tom again, from Citrix is involved. As to, well, that's 23. And they're across a bunch of different emails. And you can see here, some of them are private, some of them are shared. Obviously, when you just have an email, like with Globimail always, I can just click the reply and or forward, and it comes up in here. I can add attachments. I can do anything I want. The normal thing. This is really great. It gives you a true inbox feel to it. Now, the second part that's critical for us is that all emails come in as private, and then we choose to share them. Because there's certainly, as a company owner, there are emails that I don't share with my team that are, finance related or lawyer or whatever like that. But also, there are emails that come in from my mom that I don't really need to be up into the public. So the team basically has the option to share or keep private. If it's private, it stays in that workspace. And if it is public, if you choose to make one public, as I'll just make this one public right now, it doesn't really matter. And if I click the shared button, what happens is, again, we use Proc.fu for quite a bit of this to push files, for instance. The process will then create that email up into our shared email in our CRM, and that will create the log here and link the two, so that any time that we send, there it is, so that any time we choose to respond to the email or a new email comes in with attachments, it'll update the one in the shared one. Now, the great thing about that is obviously the shared one is everybody can see it. So we have the ability for the whole team to be looking at the emails. It can be linked across anything in our deliverables, and obviously we run a flow so that whatever I've linked in my private email gets pushed up to the public one. So that is sort of a shared inbox which everybody can view, and each of us have our own private inboxes which we can control the privacy settings, and all emails come in and out. Everybody in Game Changers, our company, uses their email like this. Nobody goes directly in Gmail or anything like that. Everybody's inbox is in Podio, and we do this for clients all the time. The other thing that we find sometimes is that we have a email box. We do for some clients. We just simply have this centralized one, and we use Globimail on that alone, and everybody works off of it. The only disadvantage of that is there are no private emails, so for company owners that can be a pain, and everything else. So certainly it's the best way we have found. You can see here, I mean, I keep myself down to 0. I try and every day clear out my inbox so there's nothing outstanding. And it's a great opportunity because you can filter, you can determine exactly which bits, show me all emails between this date related to this project, regardless of who they are, or do any other bits of Podio filtering that are so powerful. So that's how we use email, and I certainly highly recommend it. I've been running email now like this for a couple of years, I think a year and a half, 2 years. I've got 33,000 emails in here, and I can't imagine doing anything else. It also works fine on the mobile app, the Podio mobile app. It works well on that as well, so I can be doing my emails the exact same way, using the app when I'm traveling, which I do quite a bit. So hope this is interesting to you. Any questions, hit me up on direct message.